Welcome to Talking with the Source, where we bring on well-known and local researchers from around the world to share their experiences and evidence.
Who knows that the moon missions were faked?
As soon as I said, I'll meet you, and she said, oh, darn it, I gotta check the door, make sure the door's locked, because I don't want to leave John's house unlocked. So she goes back to check the door. I go out to my vehicle and I hear this god-awful scream.
Well, there are 63 races of grays. So most people only think there's one race. And when you say grays, it's a misinformation. There are 63 races. Out of those, one race is a negative extraterrestrial. And what I do is I group them in the negative and the positive. The positive wish to see humanity ascend.
What is your name? My name is Anthony.
Are you ready to unravel the mysteries of this podcast? Join us only on Talking with the Source, live every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and on all podcast listening platforms.
What's going on, everybody? This is AJ Capasso with Talking with the Source, and Chris, you totally messed me up. I did not expect to see your face when this popped back up, but I am so happy that you were
I know
here.
it's ugly, but damn.
Hey, no, I'm happy to see you here, my friend. I'm glad because it was a short notice thing. But to my well, it would be to my left on the screen is my best friend Jonathan Keyworth of JK47 Paranormal Investigations, and below is Sir Chris, who is one of our best friends and researchers as well. Today we have on a great guest, guys, one of my great friends and brothers in the paranormal. He's family to me. He has 20 plus years of experience in the paranormal field, and I'm super to have him on. His name is the Paranormal Consultant, Matt Barron. Let's bring him forward. Matt Barron. What is up, Matt Barron?
What's up, everybody? I wouldn't go with great guest. Oh, no, don't do that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, you get the stage, baby.
The pressure's on now.
I thought you guys wanted viewers.
I know, it's all good. We'll make an exception for the show.
Fair enough. What's up, brothers?
How you been?
How's it going, man?
Oh, it's going. I'm just not sure which direction yet.
Right.
Sideways.
So tell me, man, 20 years experience, brother. What is something that you can tell beginner people getting into the paranormal field? What is one piece of advice that you can give them out of 20 years experience? What was something that you have learned that took you a while to learn that you think that they should know?
Gosh,
Well, first of all, Chris, bless you. I saw that.
that's why I muted.
Honestly, the best thing is to be yourself and be real. Don't sit there and try to force evidence. Don't try to sit there and try to have these amazing experiences. Don't try to do that. Don't try to force it. Just let it happen. Have fun with it. Have fun with the spirits, and don't be somebody you're not. That's one thing like I always see with investigators. We all have our own unique way of investigating, and the more real you are, the more real these spirits will be with you.
Amen to that.
Yeah,
brother.
I say focus on the environment.
Yeah.
Don't necessarily focus on the spirit. Focus on the environment and just open yourself up to it.
100%.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Chris, man, go ahead.
Nothing. I'm good right
nothing.
now.
Nothing. What is that?
Came out.
Listen,
He just came out with not. He was like nothing. Pass. Quick. No.
I feel like I was gonna sneeze or something. I was just like
Yeah, I know, right? No, John, go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
So how'd you get started, Matt? What was your first experience? What got you into the field, man?
Well, that is probably a two-part answer. So
Okay.
here in Pennsylvania, and I'm sure most people would understand this, coming from a small town, you don't really talk paranormal. There are a lot of like Christian-based areas around here, and my first actual experience, I was actually driving home from my mother's work. She worked at the state hospital, and as I was leaving, we had to go underneath this like coal bridge, like this old coal train bridge. And as I was coming down underneath it, my phone went off. And for those of you who remember the Nokias, the indestructible ones, like nobody had that number except my parents. And it went off, and I just looked down real quick to see what it was. And as I looked back up, there was a female standing in the road.
Wow.
So I slammed on my brakes, and I had an 87 Chevy Caprice Classic, this big blue boat. And I watched her go right through my vehicle.
Wow.
And as I stopped, I got out. I said, "Ma'am, are you?" And it dawned on what just happened. And I just went,
Yeah, right.
"Nope," and jumped in, and off I drove.
Nope, I'm going.
Nope. F this, I'm out.
Hey, Monty.
So, of course, being from this area is nothing we really spoke about. So I just put it in the back of my head. And when I was in San Diego, actually is when I first started actually investigating. I was working at this bar, and these group of females wanted to go out and investigate. They were talking to me about it. Young, drunk, and stupid. I'm like, go out in the dark with a bunch of females. Let's go. Yeah, it started off as me just being like, yeah, this isn't real, no big deal, this is just BS. Until I saw about an 8-foot black mass standing on the corner of this ravine with beating red eyes, and I was like, "F this."
Yeah.
But that's what sparked it. I started doing more research on it. I started looking at some of the shows like Ghost Hunters as with a student mentality instead of entertainment. Did a lot of research, tried to join a couple of teams, didn't like what they were offering. I'll just put it that way. So I decided to run my own.
Yeah, there you
Nothing
go.
wrong with that.
And just
I
want to
just
give
started on my own. There's no way, man.
Yeah, right.
I do everything by myself.
I want to give a shout out to Untrackable. Thank you, guys, for so much for checking us out, and happy Sunday to you as well. And I love his comment when you were saying no, when you were like that. He goes, "Nope, not today, Satan." I thought that was great.
Yeah, it went something like that.
Yeah.
A few cuss words.
Yeah, a few cuss words, and I was out. Yeah,
and a new pair of drawers.
Yeah, I think I left them there and just
Yeah.
scared screw it. I just took them off and just ran.
Yeah.
I had very similar one of my first ones too.
So tell me, I want to know. Most people always ask this question: what is a paranormal consultant?
So we all talk about, being able to work together and being there for others and this and that. But I know a lot of teams have that issue working with other teams. And that's something here in Pennsylvania, there's a huge problem with. They're very territorial. They don't like to do anything. For me, I want to help people, both in the field and out of the field. I want people to better understand what we actually do as a whole, not just, one team or not what you see on TV. And I remember starting out, going through the growing pains of being an investigator, making all the mistakes. And I started thinking, how cool would it be to have somebody that would have guided me, that could have helped me in my journey and help a lot of other investigators. And when I closed down my last team, I was telling my wife, the Wicked Queen, I was like, look, I want to do something. I want to be a part of the community still. I want to help out. And she said, what, like a consultant? And I started thinking about it. I'm like, paranormal consultant. And it just kind of, rolled off the tongue, and I'm like, screw it, let's go. And
thank God for the Wicked Queen. That's it.
Yep. She smacks me up, and I get a bunch of ideas. It's great.
Literally PC.
Oh, she's the one who gives you the ideas. See, now I know where it's coming from. See, I got to tell her stop that, because when you start thinking, bad things happen.
She smacks me, and that just gets the hamster going.
Oh,
yeah.
But
restart the hamster wheel.
But no, I just wanted to help out everybody and anybody in the field, from new investigators to people who are just enthusiasts or just curious to seasoned investigators like us. Just kind of give an outside thought, and help out any way I can. And without a team, there's no that territorial BS I got to worry about. There's no, I'm trying to better my team up or try to steal ideas for no, I don't have a team. It's me and her.
I totally get that. 100%. Go ahead, John. Or Chris.
No, man, you got some great stories. Why don't you tell us about your favorite location?
Oh, shit. Jonathan, brother, I'm going to tell you right now, I love that question, but I also hate that question.
Yeah, you don't just have one.
Here's why. Here's why I hate that. And because every location, I think we can all attest to this, we go to, has its own unique personality, its own unique feeling, and we just are so attracted to it. Like it's never like, oh crap, we're gonna go there. It's yes, we're going back. Yeah. And I think that's
every time
part of the reason why the paranormal is so addicting to us, is because of that. And to sit there and have one singular favorite, to me, is unfair to the field and to the places I've been. I mean, I've had so many amazing experiences at places like will do. Honestly, holy crap, RGB. I've seen them in a while. Holy crap.
How you been, RGB?
That's what he said. Been a while.
That threw me off. Jesus. Miss you, brother. Like, for example, I guess if I had to, Penhurst was probably the most recent. Penhurst was probably one of my favorites. And if you watched it on Global Ghost Hunt, I had such an amazing time and such a fun experience there. Just because it's Penhurst, number one. It's a beautiful location.
Yeah.
But, I was expecting to go in and get attacked and pushed and had like all hell breaking loose. But in actuality, it's the complete opposite.
I don't like it.
Like, you hear the stories of the patients and what they went through. Like, it was no different than a concentration camp. Yeah. So you have sympathy and pity for him, and it changed the entire way I investigated that night. Like, I went in like, let's go, let's have some fun, let's rock it. To no, let's come talk to me. Like, I wanted to give them some comfort. So yeah, probably the most recent.
Yeah, you could feel that on some locations, man. You could just feel like, you get pumped to go in, but then when you like really know what the history is and everything like that, you kind of get this empathy, man, like really in your heart for them. And you realize, like, are these spirits stuck here? And if they are, that's so sad to think about, And a lot of these places won't allow you to cross them over or whatever. Because when me and John went to Montana State Prison, one of the things they told us was, well, a couple things was, 1, no Ouija board, obviously. 2, no sage. And 3, no crossing any spirits over. And we were like, yeah, okay, well, sorry, but would you want your grandmother or your uncle or your family member, loved one or friend stuck in a place forever? That's not fair, but I get it. It's about money to them, and I understand that. But what they don't understand is that's an energetic imprint. That spirit will come back to that location if you free it. It's not like it's not going to come back there. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I think there's a big misconception in that, and a lot of locations kind of take it to a whole new level by saying, oh, you can't cross the spirits over and stuff like that. But in the work that you do, Matt, do you help spirits with that as well?
Honestly, I leave it up to them. Everything I do is up to their discretion. I mean, like Jonathan and I were talking backstage about like the Cosmopolitan Hotel in San Diego. There's a spirit there who's just chilling. Like he loves it. He loves hanging out there. He's a little trickster. He likes playing tricks on the employees and the guests and stuff. He's just having a time of his life, no pun intended. But then there's some who are trapped in a sense, and they want to move on. So, you know, to me, it's up to them. I'm not going to force anything or anyone unless it's, you know, malicious. Then that's a whole nother story. But
right,
I just leave it. Like I said, I just leave it up to them.
Smart, yeah. I don't blame you.
So I missed it. Are you out in California or in Pennsylvania now?
I'm in Pennsylvania now. I got out of California. Too expensive, and I miss my seasons.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
You go to Gettysburg yet?
Oh, brother, I was basically living in Gettysburg. It's only like an hour away from me.
See, John, we need to pack up and head east. We got so many things.
I know, man.
I absolutely love Gettysburg. And one thing that Gettysburg has that not a lot of locations do is I know whenever you guys like you roll up on a property or you roll up on a location and that energy just changes. This is different. You roll up in the Gettysburg area, like you get on the outskirts and you can start feeling that energy and that pressure. And
I've heard that from other people too.
And it's all farmland too, which is really cool because you're like looking, oh, there's some cows over there, and all of a sudden this heavy weight just hits you. It's like, yep, we're in Gettysburg.
Yep. I can imagine that energy. Now, Matt, you're a sensitive, correct? Like you could feel some energy and stuff like that, correct?
I wouldn't go that far. I'm not gonna lie. I've been told that I have some gifts that apparently I have locked up that I just don't know about.
Yeah.
But I don't claim to be.
Yeah.
The one thing I'm really sensitive to is the electromagnetic field. Like being an electrician, I've been around it so much that my body just hates it. Absolutely hates it. I start getting a headache and I start doing stuff, getting around it. But I can't sit there and say like I'm a sensitive by any stretch, and I won't claim to be.
Yeah. Shannon, I didn't quite understand your question. She said,
I think she's talking about Gettysburg.
Yeah.
Energy.
Oh, yeah. Does it feel aggressive, like to start a war type thing?
Honestly, Shannon, it's more of a heaviness. It's more of like, if you ever walked into a room after somebody had a really bad argument with their spouse or family member and it just feels odd, it's like that. Like you could just sit there blasting, music, rocking out, having a great time, and as soon as you hit that one section of road, it changes. Like everything just feels
like a force field or something.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah. Like you see in the futuristic old movies where they got the dome and
yeah, you don't want to hit that though.
yeah, don't actually hit it, but I mean like
but no, that's
a good example. And bang.
Now, you used to do residential cases, Matt, all the time. And what are some memorable moments from those cases that you can remember that you could speak about? What are some of the memorable moments that really stand out in your eyes of what you've learned from doing those residential cases?
Well, I'll tell you what, one of my most memorable ones is when one of my clients fell asleep on us. That was great. We were like, I never investigated with the team. I was at the investigation, but I let my team investigate and I made myself available if they needed anything. And they were my one team was in the living room and they were doing an EVP session and they said, "Hey, can you come inside real quick?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So I go inside and we're sitting there talking. They're like, "Just listen." I start listening and we hear this sounded like a growl. I'm like,
yeah,
have a dog? What is that?
Yeah.
Couldn't figure out what the hell it was. So we're like, all right, well, we'll follow it. Went upstairs. Come to find out, old boy's just right at his computer chair, just snoring, going to town. And it's like, really? So we slowly packed up and got everything out because obviously, it wasn't a very eventful night. We were getting some stuff, and we didn't want to be rude and have him like wake up in the middle of the night to hearing us. So we just packed up, and I left him a note.
Oh man.
But
that's waking up, I think your team's there and they're not. I'd be like, what the hell?
Yeah, I feel like they left a note too. This is even creepier. Like, what happened? Like, you know?
Yeah. Exactly.
I think I don't remember verbatim what it said, but it was something like you looked too comfortable to wake up, enjoy your night.
Dude, it would have been even funnier if you like rearranged the entire living room, and then when he came down, he
or
would have
stacked the chairs up.
That was a thought. That was a thought.
Right?
The TV was missing before we got here.
Hey, write a note afterwards. It says "fuck your house." No,
Hail Satan.
Yeah, right. Like I'm out of here. Right, I am out of here. Stack everything up on top of itself and just write that. Oh, that would be too fun.
All the tables.
That's a great moment though. Like, you know, it's always fun to have those like funny moments that happen on an investigation because a lot of times it's really serious for us. You know, we take this very serious. This is not a joke to us. But it's always great when you can have some fun and laugh about some things while you're on an investigation, you know?
100%. 100%.
Heck yeah. When I did the home investigation in Tennessee, I had just bought my Wise camera. It's one of the pan view ones. Mm-hmm. And I was out with the husband, and the wife and her sister were in my room looking at my paranormal equipment. And I just happened to check the cam, and I could see him going, oh, look at all this interesting stuff. So I turned on the mic and I go, "Raw!" And they ran out of the room.
Oh my god!
The husband was laughing.
Oh,
what a moment!
Am I falling asleep?
You gotta have fun in life.
You have to. You have to.
So Matt, with Global Ghost Hunt coming up, man, you are a part of the admin team with me. Talk a little bit about Global Ghost Hunt, what you do, and in it, and how you help the teams and the locations and everybody in the admin team.
Well, I've had many different roles with the Global Ghost Hunt. Currently, what I do is I help make all of the promo videos for not just the Global Ghost Hunt itself, but for the teams. I help Brian and everybody with anything they really need. If they need research, they need, merchandise, whatever. I've ran the merchandise section of it for a while now. We're still trying to get some of the bugs figured out with that. It's been a headache. But I basically act as a consultant for that. So if any of the teams need any help with anything, they want to have some advice on some things. The other thing I do is I help Brian backstage run the shows and run these live streams. So when you guys see him up on, wherever you're watching it, YouTube, Facebook, wherever, Brian and or myself is backstage.
Yeah.
We're running it for these teams. So I do whatever I can when I can at the moment.
That's amazing.
No, it's a great program, and I love Brian. I love what he's doing for these paranormal teams to help get more exposure. Why don't you tell everybody if there's a paranormal team, how can they sign up? How much does it cost? Tell a little bit about the Global Ghost Hunt.
Oh, that's easy. So all you got to do is go to globalghosthunt.com. That's the first step. Even if you are unsure about joining, just go. Just go. There's a lot of great information there. There's a lot of great resources. And like AJ will attest to, us on the admin, we'll be happy to help in any way we can, answer any questions. Usually 24 hours. We're usually on it pretty quick. Now we have two separate packages right now. There's a $50 and $100 package. So either or, and each one has its own unique perks. So you can just go look at it, fill out. If you're a team and you don't have a location yet, no big deal. Sign up. If you're a location, you can even sign up. If you're a location that you think is haunted or has activity, you want it checked out, sign up, and we can try to help find a team. But we ask that most locations search for their own, and it's pretty easy to do. You can just literally go on Google and just put paranormal teams near me, It's that stupid easy anymore. But it's a great way, and a lot of people say, well, $50 or $100 is a lot of money, but you know what? You're really investing in the future of your team and what you're doing, or your location. Think of it like marketing or advertising. You're going to spend thousands of dollars to market your team or your location. You're doing it for a lot less than that with the Global Ghost Hunt.
So Shannon's asking, do you have any Halloween specials for your October hunts?
I know Global Ghost Hunt. I know Brian was talking about having like I don't know, AJ, did he say he was going to do a 24-hour? Did we coax him into that?
I think we're going to be doing something on Halloween, but it's going to be something pretty cool where we're gonna show some of the lives again and stuff, I believe. So it's going to be we're going to have something going on for Halloween.
Yeah, I know we were going to do a couple hours of stuff for the Global Ghost Hunt for Halloween, but I know the admin team was trying to get Brian to do a 24-hour stream.
Oh, okay.
He wants to do that.
I missed that one.
They need some Monster or what you're drinking there. You're drinking that Mountain Dew stuff, huh?
I got Mountain Dew Amp.
I love that stuff.
See, you need a UK host. So once it hits like midnight, it's 7 a.m. So they can just switch. So they start their day.
Yeah, I know some people from Scotland,
right,
and Ireland. So
right. But as far as me, I do have something special planned for the Halloween time frame. But it's something brand new. We haven't fully announced it yet.
Oh, okay. Yes.
But let's just say myself and a couple others are going to be starting a new channel and basically a new show. We're starting a new show.
Paranormal Consultant TV.
Nice.
PCTV.
PCTV, I like it.
This actually has nothing to do with the paranormal either, which is something we really like. It's something. I will say it is a little bit with gaming. We are doing something gaming wise, but it's going to be something completely different. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for it.
That's great. That's great, though.
Are you a gamer? What's your favorite game?
A free one for the free one. Now I'm weird with my games. It depends. It depends on my mood and it depends on what I'm feeling. Like I did a lot with Phasmophobia. I absolutely love that game, and we had a lot of fun with that. Actually, that's where my whole thing with the ideas came about. But like I play Power World, I play Phas, I play Raft, World of Warcraft. I'm into. I actually just got into Supermarket Simulator.
Nice. Wow.
I don't know why I like that game. I shouldn't, but I do.
I played the hell out of that game for about 6 months.
I don't get it. It's like work, but I'm doing.
It's stupid addictive for some reason. That's the only way I know to describe it.
Right. Then I've also done a lot with. It's called Open World Eden Pod or Crafter. It's kind of like this. I don't know. It's a world builder type thing, a terraforming one, just like Planet Crafter. Planet Crafter is another one I played the crap out of. Until I found cheats. I found some cheats with Planet Crafter, and it's like, yeah, okay, it's not fun anymore.
That's easy.
So Halloween, are you going to dress up for Halloween? What are you going to be?
Actually, I'm torturing the Wicked Queen. I found my black morph suit that I haven't seen in years, so I'm wearing that, and I'm going as a black mass.
There you go.
There you go.
I like that.
Yeah,
she's gonna hate me. And actually, I gotta hear something. Have a mask to go along with it.
Matt and his contractions here. Look at see.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
And it lights up, of course.
It lights up. Of course. Yeah. That's awesome.
My friend has one that'll put like words across the face.
I've seen those. I want them.
I know.
Too damn expensive though.
Yep.
Yeah.
You dress up and investigate. Dressed up. I haven't done that yet.
Last year I went as a paranormal investigator.
Did
nice.
There you go.
So just how you're dressed now, right?
I just had my Happy Hauntings hoodie on. That's all I had.
Now
I'm going as AJ this year.
You going as AJ this year?
Yeah, right. What is one of the best pieces of evidence that you have captured, Matt, as being in this for 20 years?
Oh crap. Okay, I have a new question that I really like. Then, it's hard to say, brother. I've caught a full-bodied apparition, partial bodies, a couple of Class A's, which those are rare. I've had cameras just kind of fall over on me.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've had my name screamed in my ear. I've been bitten. I've been pushed.
Well, that's always fun.
Yeah, right.
I think if I had to choose one of my favorites was an EVP of a ghost farting.
Yeah.
I mean straight up shitting themselves.
Wow. That's actually pretty
Are you
rare.
sure it wasn't a team member?
No, and that was what gave it away, because the team, it was out in San Diego, the team and we were a bunch of idiots. Like we joke about that stuff. Like
Right,
I mean, you guys know how it is. Someone shits himself during an investigation, everyone's laughing.
Yep.
So we were
Like
doing
that
evidence
SNL
review.
clip.
Well, we were doing evidence review, and one of my other investigators goes, "Matt, you need to hear this." And I went, "What?" He goes, "You need to hear this." And I'm thinking I'll hear a voice or whatever. And you hear one of my other investigators, Michael, go, "If you're here, can you give me a sign that you're here with us?" Then there was silence. And then you hear this god-awful, like, Taco Bell Chinese food. Like, it just disgusting thing.
Oh.
I mean, need a squeegee afterwards type. And I start laughing, and he goes, "No, listen." And I'm listening. I'm like, "What? I don't hear anything." He goes, "Exactly." I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Nobody reacted to it." I'm like, "Oh shit. No, they didn't."
Wow. Literally.
No, yeah, really. I was like, nobody was laughing. Nobody said a word. And it was like right there next to him. So
that's hilarious.
Nobody smelt it either.
No.
Tell about yours, John, and how you did your thing at your location. Also,
Oh my god. Yeah, so that was the Tennessee investigation. And I had the wife and her sister in there, and her mom came through, and I was live on one phone, and I had my necrophonics on the other one, and I fart. I like I could hear him laughing. Like I fart. I said, excuse me, that was me, all serious. And then, like, not less than 5 seconds later, through the necrophonics, the spirit says, "You farted." I felt bad. I was like, I hope I didn't fart on this.
It was totally a great capture.
Have you ever seen those thermal imagers of people farting?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love those. I don't know why I watch that so much, but I just love watching those on TikTok.
Only you. Only you.
You got it on the TikTok replay.
Yep. Well, that is great, man. That is great.
That's awesome.
So tell me, if you can, if you could tell us, what is one of your favorite pieces of equipment to use right now on your investigations?
Me.
Yep.
I will always say that.
Yes.
You know,
besides you.
I mean, obviously a flashlight, unless you're Raymond. Digital recorder.
Digital recorder would be the scientific one.
Would probably be, if I had to pick an actual piece of equipment, it would have to be a digital recorder.
Okay.
Because with video, there's too many what ifs, like the whole orb thing.
Yeah.
Or movement, stuff like that. Digital recorder is just simple.
Yeah.
Very simple.
Oh yeah, I
I
understand.
like my PSB7. I love that. I get voices all the time.
Yeah, Matt, he gets this weird thing where it'll do a beep beep and then the voice will come out with the answer. It's the craziest thing that comes through his PSB7. You got to check it out.
Yeah, and the funny thing is it happens at 96.3. So 369, 963.
Holy crap.
The spirit. Yeah, it's really weird.
You got it. It's crazy. But
I've caught some of his lives that he's done with it, and it's like, holy shit! Like I don't. Like I said earlier, we all have our own way of investigating, which is awesome. But for me, simple, very simple. I take a camera, digital recorder, flashlight. I'm a happy man. I'll be out there for hours.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Sometimes
that's the best. I've gotten a lot of great EVPs fucking just using my digital recorder. Yeah.
And what's nice is anymore is everything is right here, right on your phone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You don't. I mean, yeah. Obviously, I've got I don't know where the hell it went, but I have an actual camera. I have a bunch of digital recorders, and I think AJ, I showed you.
Yep.
Tiny USB recorders, like $10 on Amazon. I got a bunch of them, but it's do with my phone. Does the same thing.
Thousands of dollars of equipment, and I use about 4 pieces of it, if even.
So Shannon,
here's my thousands right here in my phone.
Aside from my phone, still.
So Shannon wants to know, what do you do for protecting yourself when you go to these investigations?
A 45. No. Honestly, Shannon, so I dabble a little bit in Wicca, paganism, and a bunch of different other things. I always pray before I leave the house. I am Christian. I do pray for protection for myself and the spirits before I leave. When I get on site, I do the same thing. And I don't just run in. I don't just, show up, run out the car, and just get at it. I take my time. I ease my way into the environment. I get my body attuned to what's going on that night. And I just let the spirits just kind of figure out who I am while I'm there. And I'll just hang out, relax. And then I pray at the very end of the investigation. And I also thank the spirits for interacting. But I also tell them, look, you had your opportunity. I have to go.
Yep.
Want me to come back? I'll come back. But I'm leaving. You're staying here.
Yeah.
And then whenever I get home, I do one last prayer. And depending on what happened that night, I'll sage myself. Or I have some rue water that I got down in Louisiana I'll use. Or I have holy water here at the house that I'll use. Or Wicked Queen's got moon water too. So
no. That's some good
stuff. Mountain Dew amp, right?
Oh, that's my blood. No lie, Chris. They actually found trace amounts of amp energy drink in my bloodstream.
Wow.
Get out of here, yeah. 100%.
I remember when that stuff came out. I worked for Pepsi. I was like buying it by like the 12-pack, the giant case of it all the time.
You look on the back and you see the B12 they use, and it's cyanocobalamin, and it's basically cyanide-based B12, and the cyanide molecule that it comes from is from human sewage. So have a great time with that one, That's good on that.
Salute.
I'll stick with my Coors Light.
Celsius is 4 times the amount they're supposed to have, so I don't even go near Celsius, man. I'm a Bang person, or I'm a Ghost person.
Ghost person. I love that energy drink. But actually, no, I'm dead serious. Like, it's actually documented in my medical record that is actually in my bloodstream. I used to drink about a case a day, if not more.
My God.
I cut it down. I'm at like 6 to 10 a day. That's cutting it down. But
wow.
AJ, you remember when I had that?
And get a deal on that, man.
I've tried. I'm not even joking, Chris. I've sent Mountain Dew. I've sent Pepsi things. I have a trash can here in studio that I had filled with nothing but amp cans. Like, that's what I did. And I sent him the picture, and no, nothing. But nice. Now, AJ, you remember when I had that oral infection?
Yeah.
I had that cyst. So I went to the emergency room for that, and this was a couple years ago. And they took some blood work and everything, ran all these different tests. The doctor comes back, and mind you, I have one of these in my hand. And he goes, "So, Mr. Barron, everything looks good except your blood work." And I said, "Oh?" He goes, "Yeah, we found some weird markers that we're still trying to figure out." And I said, well, I've got a little bit of a medical background. You know, what are they? He starts reading them off, and I went, huh. This? And he goes, no. Looks back at the can, looks back at the notes. He goes, I can't believe I'm saying this, but yes. He goes, do you inject this stuff into your bloodstream? I said, no.
Yeah, right.
I was like, you can look, I don't.
You should be a spokesman for them, literally. Tastes so good, it's in my blood.
He asked me how many do I drink in a week, and I was like, that's a loaded question.
Oh, what are you trying to say? I need help. Like, you know, like they're gonna bring you to Monster Anonymous soon.
There you go. Energy Anonymous.
Amp Anonymous. AA. Amp Anonymous.
EA that's a new sport.
Yeah.
It's like on the doctor's questionnaires. How many alcohol drinks do you have per week? And a lot. I'll just put a lot.
Put the infinity symbol.
I'm not giving you a specific number. I'll just say it's a lot.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah. Well, guys, have any other questions you want to ask Matt?
Yeah, dude. So what's the bucket list locations? What's like your number one place you want to go?
Oh, honestly, I'd probably say Lep Castle.
All right.
I've always had a fascination with Lep Castle.
Yes.
But it's probably tied with the Hellfire Club.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Both are up there. I really like the Hellfire Club just because of the history, number one. And number two, everything they did in that den, whatever you want to call it, in that club, is right below a church. You've got heaven above, hell below.
Wow.
It's like, could you imagine the energy radiating off that place?
Oh,
it's got to be unreal.
It's got to be unreal.
Yeah, mine's Dracula's castle. I want to go to Romania. I want to go to Transylvania and see that castle.
Vlad's castle.
Vlad the Impaler.
I've heard mixed reviews about that. I've heard
really?
it's all BS. I've also heard it's got I don't know. I've heard a bunch.
I'm not sure, John, but one of my friends is trying to put together like a cruise theme tour to go there. So I'll see if it still is.
I can't afford shit right now with inflation. But can't afford anything.
I know. I'll see how much it's going to be and all that. I'll let you know.
Just do a virtual tour.
You can buy mine.
Yeah, right.
I can afford a virtual tour on Google Maps. That's about all.
There you go.
Yeah.
What about the catacombs? Would you go to the catacombs?
I would, to be honest with you. It's
crossover.
Again, the history. Jonathan, what's up, brother? I love Jonathan Myers. I would definitely go. I'm assuming you mean the French catacombs?
Yeah, with all the skulls, the walls, or the skulls.
I definitely would. I don't think there's really any place that I wouldn't go, to be honest with you.
Right. Yeah.
Like, if there's like, I say hi to dead people, driving by a cemetery.
Right.
Put me anywhere. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'll investigate anything and everything. I don't care.
That's awesome.
Heck yeah, if I'm bored and there's nothing to do, I look across the street, there's a grave. Let's go. Let's go say hi.
I'm trying to get the Wicked Queen to move to a place closer to a cemetery, but she said no.
She said no.
Yeah.
We have houses right across the street from our cemetery in this town.
See, I also fish too, so we're down by the river. So if I ever disappear, I'm probably at the river. But
in a van down by the river.
Exactly.
Me personally, I mean, if I lived by the river and a cemetery, you'd never see my ass. I'd have a studio down by the river.
You need right in between the both, huh?
I just go down during the day and fish, and at night just walk across the street and investigate.
There you go. That's
the life for me, man.
Like investigate while fishing. Screw it. Let's go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yo,
Ghost fish. Get on there.
AJ, there's a new show idea. Brian, are you watching this, Brian? Paranormal fisherman.
Paranormal fishing. Go out on the lake with your spirit box while you're fishing.
There you go.
That's
Where should I
great.
fish at? Am I?
I got something, a spirit, no, a bass. Shut up. Grab the net.
Right?
Where should I cast next? Okay.
Hook up the SB7 to the end of the line and throw it out.
Yeah.
So tell me, before we let you go, what is something that's going on coming up in the near future for you, my friend? What do you got planned?
I'll give a little sneak peek. So there's a group of people that we all know.
Yeah.
We decided to get together, and we are going to be doing this gaming channel that I was talking about. We're going to mainly do recordings, and we'll start releasing out different videos and stuff like that. But we are going to do special live stream events. We're going to be doing a bunch of different games that we all love. We all have fun with. There's going to be no set schedule with it, so it's going to be an interesting mix. I'm just going to say that.
Cool.
So that's coming up. I'm also writing basically a paranormal how-to book.
Nice.
I just started. I started it about a year ago, but I just started writing it. And what it basically is going to be is a how-to guide. It's real simple, real easy. The goal with this is to get it into somebody's hands who has never investigated a day in their life and literally go step by step, and they can investigate.
Like Zach, so he'll learn how to investigate.
No, this will actually be legit stuff. Not.
Oh my god. Only you guys. Poor
What's the title? Have you thought of a title yet?
It's called The Paranormal Truth.
Okay. I like it. Yeah.
I like it. So everyone look forward to that coming out. Definitely.
Yeah, have to let us know when it comes out.
And definitely check
absolutely.
out Matt on his pages. Matt, go ahead and shout out some of your pages so we can have people check you out and follow you and all that good stuff.
If you, well, first of all, if anybody does, I'm going to pre-apologize. That's all I'm going to say. You can. It's real easy. Just follow me on Paranormal Consultant on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Those are the main ones I use. I also have a merch store that's been going for a while. Paraconsultantstore.com. That's actually where I got this shirt at. One of my new logos.
Nice.
And you could also check me out on Paravid Studios, where I do intros, outros, commercials, and a bunch of other things for people they need help with.
Cool.
And of course, see me at Global Ghost Hunt and Parapost Network and all that other. Pretty much up here. Just look up here. You can find me pretty much anywhere.
You're a busy man, dude. It's a lot.
Yeah.
No wonder you drink those drinks.
And he has to keep going.
No lie, I can sit in bed drinking one of these and pass right out.
No way.
I've done it. If you ever talk to the Wicked Queen, ask her. She's seen me just sitting there with this in my hand, just out.
Yeah. Your body's so tolerant to it, it doesn't even matter anymore. I totally feel you on that.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, thank you so much, brother, for coming and hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. Thank you, Crossover. We appreciate you. We appreciate Shannon. We appreciate everyone in the comments that showed up. RGV, everybody.
Crossover.
For watching. Matt, until next time, my brother, I love you. And we will see you soon.
Love, brothers. Thank you.
All right. Talk to you soon, brother. All right, guys. Go ahead and switch it back to our normal view, Jonathan. Yeah, baby. So what you guys think, man? Such a great guest, man. I tell you,
yeah, dude. I love Matt. That was a great show, man. He did a good job. I'm gonna look forward to his book. I want to read that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait for it to come out. It's gonna be he's putting a lot of work into it, man. So I mean, I remember talking to him about it a year ago, and he was, really getting it down and really doing the whole thing from the beginning of writing it out to now actually writing the actual book itself, which I would be too impatient, and I'd probably be like, hey, ChatGPT, write me the first 300 pages. But
thank you, Shannon. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shannon. Really appreciate you.
Oh, I got to do her shout out. Shannon Boomgard.
There you go.
She's always on my lives. I love Shannon.
That's awesome. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in for another episode of Talking with the Source. My name is AJ Capasso, host and founder of Talking with the Source, with also my other host and founder, Jonathan Keyworth of JK47 Paranormal Investigations, and our best friend and brother, Sir Chris, up at the top right. Thank you guys for joining me, man. I love you guys both, and can't wait to see you guys for next week.
I know,
Definitely.
man.
All right, my man. I will see you guys next time.
Peace.